45 miles an hour on the dark road home. Then thump, thump, thump.
I can't believe this is happening right now.
A pothole. It doesn't just blow one tire, it completely destroys two, front and back, passenger side. By the time the tow truck drops him off, Tanner is staring at a brutal equation. 2 new tires, mounted and balanced. This is going to be $480 at the very least. He opens his banking app, checking balance, $135. Savings, 0. Days until payday, 11. This is the gap. It's the terrifying distance between the $135 in his pocket and the $480 he needs. And he has to be at work at 7 a.m. tomorrow. When you are standing in that gap, your brain undergoes a physical shift. Behavioral scientists call it cognitive tunneling. Your mental bandwidth shrinks, your peripheral vision vanishes, and you lock entirely onto the immediate threat. And right there, under a buzzing neon sign, is the loan shark. Now, the modern payday loan shark doesn't wear a trench coat or threaten to break your kneecaps. They operate out of clean storefronts with friendly tellers and bright flyers. They offer exactly what Tanner's panicked brain is screaming for: a quick exit from the tunnel, an easy way to close the gap. If you ask the internet, people walk into these places because they are bad at math or easily tricked. But economists who interviewed borrowers at the counter found something different. More than 60% of borrowers know exactly what they are doing. They know the interest is predatory. They sign anyway. The loan shark isn't selling a product, he's selling a choice. Do you want to get to work tomorrow, or do you want to lose your job? The system wins because it exploits a universal human truth. When you're drowning, the bill due tomorrow morning is the only one you care about. The bill due in 2 weeks feels a million miles away. But let's say Tanner tries to resist. He walks past the neon sign and tries the traditional route. He goes to a credit union to ask for an emergency loan. This lender looks at his credit score, looks at his banking history, and says, no, Tanner is underbanked. The traditional financial system has slammed the door in his face, and this is exactly what the loan shark is counting on. The traditional system is built for people who have time to wait and credit to spare. The payday business model relies entirely on those doors being locked. The borrower who takes the money, pays it back in 2 weeks, and never comes back is completely worthless to a payday lender. One time, borrowers make up just 2% of their business. The other 98%? It comes from the loop. The cash was never the product. Tanner's dependency is the product. Here is how $72 turns $480 into a compounding nightmare. The shark charges a $15 fee for every 100 borrowed. For Tanner, that's a $72 fee. To a panicked brain, $72 to save your job and your car feels like a bargain. But stretch that across a year, the way any normal financial product is measured, and the true face of the loan appears: 391% interest. 2 weeks later, payday hits. The shark wants the $552 back. But Tanner's rent didn't take a vacation. His groceries didn't get cheaper. He doesn't have the cash.
Just pay us the $72 fee today, Tanner, and you can keep the $480s for another 2 weeks.
The teller smiles and offers the escape hatch, the rollover. More than 80% of borrowers take that deal. Now fast forward 4 months. Tanner has paid $576 just in fees. He has paid back more than he originally borrowed. And he still owes the original $480. He hasn't bought his freedom. He's just paying rent on his own debt. So how does Tanner beat a system specifically engineered to break him? Especially when the traditional banks won't help? He has to look for the safety valves the industry tries to hide. First, the invisible escape hatch. In over 20 states, verify with yours, payday lenders are legally terrified of 3 letters: EPP, an extended payment plan. If Tanner demands an EPP before his due date, the lender is legally required to freeze all fees and roll the debt into a multi-month installment plan at 0 additional cost. They never put this on the posters because it shatters the loop. Second, the modern shift. If the credit unions say no, the alternative isn't a storefront, it's digital. Modern fintech advances through apps on your phone allow users to bypass the storefront entirely, accessing small chunks of their own earned wages for a flat fee instead of a 391% spiral. Finally, there are CDFs, community development financial institutions. These are mission-driven, federally backed microbanks explicitly designed to hand emergency capital to people. The big banks reject, specifically to keep them out of the storefront window. The average borrower spends 5 months of the year trapped in active payday debt. Tanner finally claws his way out, but he's bruised, exhausted, and hundreds of dollars poorer. But next time the gap opens up, and for millions of people living paycheck to paycheck, it always does, Tanner isn't looking at the neon sign next time. The cognitive tunnel might close in, but now he knows who is waiting for him in the dark. The loan shark is only powerful when you're desperate enough to take the first bite. Once you know how the trap is built, you'll learn how to walk past the door.
Thank you for watching Scary Finance, where the only thing scarier than monsters is not knowing how money works. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what financial monster you want to see next.